Hello guys, in this video you're gonna make like a rise up to Hyprland installation. So this video gonna be like a part 1 and I'm gonna put like a series after it. So now let's start the installation of Hyprland and let's make some configuration. How to install Arch, I have several videos in my channel about how you can install Arch Linux, so I'm not gonna cover the installation of Arch Linux in here. So I'm just gonna start installing Wayland directly. So if you wanna know how to install Arch Linux, you can see other videos on my channel. So let's log into the system. Next set Jake, the password. Let's upgrade the system. Let's wait until the system upgraded. So let's clear the screen and let's install Hyprland and some necessary packages. So sudo pacman -this stdm kt terminal and Wofi Waybar Hyprland. And let's install Vim also and Firefox. Okay, for me I have already Vim and Firefox installed, but in your case you have to install them. So I'm just gonna remove this one. Oh sorry, I have an error in here. So click yes. The installation finished, so let's clear the screen and let's start stdm.service. So sudo system ctl enable stdm service. Some changes in Hyprland configuration file. So I'm gonna use vim.config hyprland.com. Scroll down, come on this line here. Also I'm going to change the resolution. This is the size of the font, so I'm just gonna put like 1 and okay, let's save this configuration and let's exit the file. Now it's good. Now the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna change the wallpaper. So if we see, we have the default wallpaper that comes with Hyprland. So I'll type sudo pacman -s Hyperpaper. Click yes. Now please open Firefox. So the link of this wallpaper, you'll find it in the description. So I will download it with a high resolution. And now let's close the Firefox browser. Let's change the directory to downloads. Here it is. So I'm gonna rename it. We should create. So /in.jpg. Just I wanna mention, in your case, this name gonna be different depend on your username. I mean on your home directory. So yeah. Now let's save the configuration and let's run wallpaper Hyperpaper. So Hyperpaper. As we see, the wallpaper is changed, so we should add Hyperpaper to hyprland.conf. So let's close this one and let's write them.conf hyprland, and here click on slash and type exact. So nice. And as you see here, just add one line, exact dash ones equal Hyperpaper, and save the changes. And now we need to reboot the system. Now let's log in. Now we changed the wallpaper. Let's open the terminal with Super Q. I think that the font looks a little bit smaller, so I'm just gonna increase the font size so for you guys you can see the comments clearly. I'm just gonna come here. $25. That's good. Yeah, now the size of the font a little bit bigger. Now let's start customizing Waybar. Let's open another terminal and let's type Waybar. And as you see, here is the default Waybar. So we're gonna customize it. So I will close Waybar. I'm just gonna type cp to copy Waybar configuration. But before this, I need to create Waybar folder. So make there .config Waybar. Nice. Now cp etc xdg /Waybar, and we're gonna copy everything to .config Waybar. Perfect. Now let's open another terminal. Let's cd to .conf Waybar, and let's edit. So here we have the config file and we have style.css. So if you know how to write CSS code, you will customize it just perfectly because it's easy to customize it. So let's open this folder first, .config, and then we're gonna customize it with style.css. So vim config. So Waybar by default it comes with sway, so we should change all these sway words to Hyprland. So to do that, just gonna write and now let's press enter. Perfect. Now we changed all the sway words to Hyprland. And also I'm just gonna remove this one from here, I don't need it. And also this one. So now let's save the configuration and let's open CSS file. And from here we're going to customize Waybar. So let's back to another terminal and let's start Waybar to take a look. So we're gonna change the colors and also we're gonna change the radius, and I think that I'm gonna change also the size of the bar. So let's do that. The first thing, we're gonna change the size of the font to 10%, and let's make some borders, radius. So I'm gonna put border equal none, and border dash radius. Just gonna put like 7 pixels. And now let's save this configuration. Let's back to another terminal and let's click Ctrl C and let's open Waybar again. That's nice. Now we added some radius in here and that looks good. So as you can see here we have some radians and they don't like it, so I'm just gonna remove it from here. So let's scroll down here to window, and let's write border dash radius no. You can write none or you can write 0. So let's save it and let's back to terminal. Let's try run Waybar again. I have an error, so I should write 0 in here. Perfect. Now it's gone, the radians. One thing that I wanna do, if we look at these symbols, this font doesn't support these symbols, so we need to install another font that gonna support these emojis or icons. So let's open another terminal with super Q. Gonna write sudo pacman -s ttf, enter the password. Nice. Now I will just close this terminal, and here we're gonna add this font. Just gonna put comma, then here just going to write Jet Brains Mono and save the configuration. Let's go to another terminal and click Ctrl C and let's run Waybar. Now it looks good, yeah. Now I'm just going to make these ones in a cycle form. So when I open like a new workstation or whatever, I have it in a cycle form. I like this style, so for example like that. So let's back to the first workspace. So and let's scroll down to workspace buttons, and in here let's add it. And here let's add borders. Reduce equal 50%. And also let's add some padding. Zero. .5. Now let's save the changes. Let's back to another terminal. Ctrl C. They are cycled, but they don't look that much good. So let's make a change. Let's add a background color. Let's put this color. I like it. Let's save the changes and let's back to another terminal. Now they look good, yeah. Yeah, nice. So let's change the colors of the font. Colors in here, this one is black and this is white. That doesn't look good. So let's scroll down. All of these things we can change the color from here. And they will put black. So just gonna change the color to black. Padding is 10 pixels, that's good. Just gonna add a margin, 2 pixels, 2 pixels. I think that's gonna be good. Save it and let's back to another terminal. Yeah, this is look good, but we still have this English in here. It's look bigger than the other ones, so we need to handle this one. I will click on slash and right long. I'm just gonna make some changes. Let's change the background. And also I'm just gonna remove this line so it will look the same size like the other items. And here I'm gonna put like 2 pixels, and there also 2 pixels. The color I will put black. Let's save the changes. Let's back to another terminal. Yeah, now they look good. So here is we have the clock. I will change the background of it also. And also CPU. I will change the color to black and the background also. The memory also, I'm just gonna change the background. The network also. The color to black. Now let's save this one. Let's back here. Click Ctrl C. Let's run again. I have an error. Let me see. There is the error. So yeah, let me see where I have this one. Here is the error, yes. I forgot to put the sharp in here, so yeah. Now it should work. Yeah, that looks much better. I like it, yeah. I think that's maybe gonna be enough. Let's close the fig file. And now let's configure Wofi, the menu application. So it's back from here. And let's make there Wofi, just to show you guys where I am standing. So in here, so let's see the Wofi. Now we need to create 2 folders. One is config and another one is style.css. And that's what we're gonna do. So let's right touch. We're gonna write config and style.css. Now let's open theme.style.css. So this is the one that we're gonna open, and we're gonna write like window to interact with the window. Okay, let's open first Wofi and let's take a look. How does it look? Let's back to another terminal. Yeah, super cute. And let's write Wofi -- shell Tron. Yeah, it's failed to read the style sheet because we already now created the style sheet, but still empty. If we delete the style sheet or style.css, it will open normally. So let's try. Okay, I'm just gonna undo these changes. I'm gonna remove these files in here, so we have no files. And let's back, let's do the same thing. This is how it looks like in default. Very simple. Just gonna make some changes, gonna change the colors. Now let's back to another terminal. Let's run touch config and style.css, and let's run this one. So we're gonna write window to interact with the whole window, and open this brackets. In here we're gonna choose the size of the font. So font, let's make some tab here. Font dash size, let's give it like 15 pixels. Let's back to another terminal. Let's run Wofi. The font is good, so let's close Wofi. So every time we need to write Wofi -- show Tron is not a good thing. So this add Wofi and Waybar to hyprland.com. So let's go to m.config Hyprland. So here let's remove Firefox, and let's increment this in here. So perfect. And let's write bind, and let's scroll down. So yeah, here we have the key binding. So just gonna come here and write bind equal $, main mode and comma d, and here we're gonna write exec comma and $, and menu. So when we press super and D, it's gonna open Wofi for us. We already have it in here with super R, but I don't like to use super R, so I'm just gonna use super D. This one I'm just gonna comment it. So let's save the changes. So let's click on super D. Nice. Now I'm gonna use the theme font that we already installed. So font family, double colon, brains mono, and let's change the background color. So background color RGBA. So let's make it 43 and 48, 59 and 0.9. Here I should add comma. So let's save these changes and let's open Wofi. Now it looks good, but the color of the items, it doesn't look good at all, so I will change it. So let's change the color to white, and let's make also borders in the bottom, so it's still like border dash bottom. Let's put like 3 pixels. The type gonna be solid. So let's make it like 100, 140, comma, and 125, and let's make it 0 to 5. Let's make these changes. Let's open Wofi. Yeah, that look much better now. Let's close it, and let's put this star. It means all the items or everything. So yeah, let's make some changes in here. Just gonna add like a border's radius. So border radius, gonna give it like 7 pixels. Yeah, that's good. Let me see what other changes that I'm gonna make. Text, it is in black, so I don't like it. I think that I'm gonna change this input. So let's make some changes. Just input. Let's make the color to white. Let's change also the background. Dash color. Let's make it like 43, comma 48, comma 59, and 0.5. Let's undo borders. Border. No. And let's increase the font of the input so it looks a little bit bigger. So font dash size, let's make it like 25 pixels, and let's see if this changes. Let's open. That looks much better. Let's open Wofi again to look what other changes. This blue in here, background blue, I didn't like it, so I'm just gonna make it like Waybar default color. So let's close this one, and let's come here and put entry, selected, and in here let's make background color, and let's put the default one in the Waybar. Let's see these changes. Let's open Wofi. Yeah, that looks much better. So I think that's just one thing that I have to change. These selected ones, text should be in black when I select it. So let's close this one and let's put text selected, and then here we're gonna put color equal black, and let's save these changes. Let's open Wofi. Yeah, that looks good. So I think that's enough for this. And now let's open wofi.conf. Let's close this one. Then conf. So here we're gonna add mode equal drun. So the mode is drun. Actually, Wofi has two modes. You can type it with drun and you can type it with run. And with run, it's gonna show you all the binaries in your system, and the drun gonna show you only the application. So that's the main difference between them. Let's back to the file and let's activate one option, allow underscore images equal true. This option will allow the icons to appear in Wofi. So let's save this one and let's open Wofi. Now we see the icons like Firefox and Vim and Kitty Terminal. That looks good. Let's close this one. And one thing that I want to change is the weight and the height. So let's make this change. Let's make like weight equal to 800 pixel, and let's make the height equal like the half, 400 pixel. Let's save these changes and let's open Wofi. That looks good. So let's close this terminal. And also let's close this one. And one thing we need to do, we need to reboot the system so Waybar can appear in here. So let's reboot the system. Yeah, that looks so much better. Now let's open the terminal and I will go to /monitor. Just gonna change this one to 1 because it's too bigger for me. So yeah, that's good for me now. And now let's make some small changes. Let's open .bashrc, and this is the default shell that we have. Let's open another terminal. This is the default shell. I don't like it, so I'm just gonna change it. Just gonna come on this one. Go to new line, I'm gonna type PS1. Now let's save the changes. And let's exit the terminal. Oh, I have one mistake. Let's go back to here and let's see what I have. This one. First one is here. I think that's it. Let's exit. Let's open the terminal again. And yeah, that looks much better. And also we can add new fetch to .rc, so whenever we open the terminal, new fetch executes it automatically, so we can do that. So sudo pacman -is new fetch and enter the password. This it's vim -rc, and there we can add new fetch. So let's close the terminal and let's close this one. So whenever I open the terminal, new fetch executed automatically. So what the other changes that we can make, I think maybe that's enough for today.
If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tutorials and tech tips. Your support means a lot.